Title: My wife joked, "My work husband is buying me lunch every day. You need to step up." I replied, "You're right." Then I sent her work husband a thank you card with a $50 Starbucks gift card for taking care of her. Start. I still remember the exact tone of her laugh, that careless, teasing one she used when she wanted to make me feel small. It was a Friday night. She was leaning against the kitchen counter, scrolling through her phone, glass of wine in hand. "My work husband buys me lunch every day," she said, smirking. "You need to step up, babe." I smiled. Not the kind that reaches your eyes, the kind that hides behind silence. "Yeah," I said softly, "you're right." That was the moment it clicked. The tone wasn't playful, it was prideful. She wasn't joking, she was testing me. We'd been married 7 years, built a life out of small routines, coffee at dawn, morning kisses, shared playlists on long drives. She used to tell me I was her safe place, that she could never lie to me. But I'd been feeling it for months now. Distance disguised as exhaustion, late nights labeled as deadlines, perfume that didn't belong to her. She had started carrying her phone like a secret, always face down, always close. When you love someone long enough, you learn their rhythm, and you can tell when it changes. The first real crack appeared one evening when she came home humming a tune she'd never heard before. Something catchy, corporate-sounding. I asked where she picked it up. She froze. "Oh, just some TikTok," she said, too quickly. But the next day, I found the same melody playing faintly in the background of one of her Instagram stories. Her office lunch table, laughter, blurred faces, and his voice. The work husband. That's when curiosity turned to certainty. I didn't rage. I didn't accuse. I listened, observed, watched the pattern unfold. She'd text him late at night from the bathroom, keep her phone face down, smile at her screen like it knew her better than I did. But every system leaves traces. I knew her Apple ID password. She'd given it to me years ago when we were still transparent. I used it once more, just for clarity. The truth came in quietly, line by line, through her synced messages. There he was, Mark, middle manager, married, 2 kids, calling her my escape. She called him my sanity. They'd been meeting for lunch, sometimes dinner, sometimes business trips. The betrayal didn't crush me, it focused me. I spent 3 weeks collecting proof, screenshots, timestamps, photos from her social media. Not because I wanted to confront her, I wanted to end it properly. I started smiling again, acting normal, even affectionate. The calmer I became, the guiltier she looked. Her eyes started to dart away during dinner. Her laugh lost its rhythm. She could sense something shifting. That's the thing about cheaters. They always think they're playing chess, but they forget you can see the whole board if you stay still long enough. Then came the perfect setup, her office anniversary party. She was excited, overly so, said she'd be late. Before she left, I slipped a small envelope into her handbag. Harmless, elegant. It wasn't meant for her. 2 days later, I mailed another one, this time addressed directly to her work husband, care of his office. A simple thank you card. Inside, a neat note written in calm handwriting. "Thank you for taking such good care of my wife at work. I truly appreciate your daily lunches and emotional support. Coffee's on me next time. Enjoy a $50 Starbucks card." I signed it, full name and all. By Monday afternoon, the explosion reached HR. Apparently, the company had a strict non-fraternization policy. Workplace relationships, especially between managers and subordinates, were an instant violation. He panicked, tried to deny it, but someone had forwarded the card to HR for clarity. They started digging, her texts on the company phone, lunch expenses charged to his corporate card, photos from after-hours gatherings. By the time she called me, her voice was shaking. "What did you do?" she demanded. I kept my tone even. "I just thanked the man who's been buying you lunch every day. Isn't that polite?" There was silence, the kind that stretches between two people who know it's over. She came home that night in tears. Her job was on hold, his under investigation. HR had looped in legal because of the hierarchy issue. She tried to spin it as harmless, just friendly. But corporate doesn't care about feelings, it cares about liability. He was terminated within a week. She was offered a choice: resign quietly or face a formal inquiry. She resigned. Her last words before walking out were, "You destroyed my life." I looked her in the eye. "No," I said, "you just showed me who you were." I made sure everyone else saw it too. After she left, I poured myself a drink and sat in the quiet. The house felt lighter without her perfume and her lies. I checked the last message she'd ever sent him. "He's too calm. It's freaking me out." I smiled. Exactly. Weeks passed. Mutual friends called, curious, fishing for gossip. I told them it was mutual, civil, that we simply grew apart. I didn't need to tell them the truth. The truth already did its own work. I sold the house 2 months later, moved across the city. New job, smaller place, peace. Sometimes when I make my morning coffee, I think about that Starbucks card. How something so small could unravel everything built on deceit. But that's how real revenge works. It's quiet, elegant, precise. It doesn't shout, it just corrects the imbalance. People think revenge is rage. It's not. It's restraint. It's watching someone build their own gallows and just handing them the rope. And as for her work husband, I hear his real one, his actual wife, found out too. Divorce filed. Custody contested. Fate has a funny way of paying in full. Do I regret it? No. I regret not seeing sooner what she was becoming. But I learned. You can't save someone who enjoys drowning others to feel taller. She joked once that I wasn't romantic enough. Maybe she was right, because my final act wasn't romantic. It was justice. And justice doesn't come with flowers. It comes in an envelope. Signed, stamped, delivered.